Hi, I've been looking over your personal essays. Oh my gosh, I'm blown away. They are fantastic. You guys have really worked hard on those. I'm seeing a lot of growth, even since just the first drafts. So you're taking that checklist seriously, working awesomely on those. We are going to switch gears a little bit now and talk about persuasive essays. So we've been working on personal essays, which are very personal to you. They are about things purely from your lives for the most part. And now we're going to be drafting our second essays to be of a more persuasive topic. So, how do personal essays compare to persuasive essays? Well, personal essay, nobody can really argue with. I love this cake. You can't argue with me. If I love the cake, I love the cake. Don't tell me it's not a good cake. A persuasive essay is debatable. So you could change that thesis a little bit to pertain to more people. This is the best cake in the whole world. That is definitely debatable. Somebody might not agree with you. They might not like the flavor. They might not like the texture. It might just not be up their alley. That's a persuasive essay. Somebody could argue that this is not the best cake. So let's take a look at an example personal thesis from a fourth grade essay. This student was writing their essay about how it is hard for them to be a good friend. Notice they use the word me. It's very personal to them. So, in order to make it persuasive and debatable, we're going to make it pertain to a lot of people, not just the writer themselves. So, we're going to take out that for me part and just leave it at it's hard to be a good friend. Now, in order to check and see if that is persuasive, we can ask ourselves a couple of questions. One, could other people disagree with this? Some of you are probably thinking right now that you disagree with this, that you don't think it's hard to be a good friend. That comes naturally to you. You find it easy. So that is definitely a good persuasive topic. It's debatable. And as a writer, do you want other people to agree with it? Obviously, if it's not something you feel strongly about, it's not going to be the best topic or thesis statement for you to write your essay about. So let's take a look at an example from a personal essay that I wrote. I used a thesis statement of my mom worked hard for me to have the best life possible. This is how I wrote my essay for this unit last year. And in order to make it persuasive, again, I'm going to make it pertain to a lot of people, not just myself. So I'm going to take out the words my mom and make it more general, just change it to mothers. And instead of working just for me, mothers are working for their children to have the best lives possible. Now, since I'm talking about their children, which is plural, I need to change life to lives. And then I also need to make this verb worked match with mothers. Mothers worked hard for their children wouldn't make sense. So mothers work hard for their children to have the best lives possible. Let's check it. Can other people disagree with this? Yeah, I know some people don't get along with their moms, might not agree that mothers work hard for their children. And do I want other people to agree with this? I do. I think that it is a true statement that I can prove with examples and evidence, not just from my own life, but from the world in general. So that helps to make it persuasive as well. So here are your goals for today. You are going to take your personal thesis. You are going to turn it into a persuasive one. So I want you to take a minute right now and just think about that. What is your personal thesis statement? And what words pertain to only you that you can take out of it? So instead of my mom and I have a strong relationship, it's not my mom, it's just moms. And not me, but moms and kids have strong relationships. Okay, so you're going to turn your personal thesis into a persuasive and then try it out a couple different times, like we did the first time around. See which one feels right and sounds right to you. And then come up with some additional thesis statements that you could write about a variety of topics. So you can recycle some of your previous ideas that you've done flash drafts on. You can think about rights that you think we should have in school, rights that you think you should have at home, your favorite movie, TV show, pet, food, dessert. Here are some sentence starters also that might help you to get started. So what do you think people should or should not do? People should not smoke. People should not litter. People should recycle. It's important that what? It's important that people know something. It's important that people do something. And what do you think is the best or worst of something in its category? So some ideas to get you started. There are others that I'm sure you guys can come up with, lots of creative thesis statements. You can use these questions to check. Does it apply to a lot of people? Can other people disagree with it? And is it something that you want others to agree with? Once you've come up with a few of those, pick one and develop your boxes and bullets plan. So you should have your thesis in the box, come up with your 3 bullets. Those are your 3 reasons. And then you can start to brainstorm some examples from your life or from the world in general to support that new persuasive thesis. Just a reminder, make sure that your personal essays are done and they are the best that they can be, and you are ready for me to grade them before you begin working on a new essay. So you've peer revised, you've given it a final look over, then you can start working on your persuasive thesis for your new essay, right? Work hard, have fun, use all your brain power.